Hello again, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about one of the most popular fruits in America, something so common, so healthy, that we rarely give it a second thought. I'm talking about bananas. Yes, that bright yellow fruit you probably grew up with, toss into smoothies, or reach for when you need a quick snack. But what if I told you that for people over 60, bananas might not always be the golden choice they appear to be? What if, in certain conditions, they could actually do more harm than good? Now, before we go any further, don't worry, I'm not here to demonize bananas. They're a rich source of potassium, vitamin B6, fiber, and they can be part of a healthy diet. But just like any food, they're not right for everyone in every situation. Today we're going to explore 3 health conditions where eating bananas, especially in excess or at the wrong time, could trigger symptoms or worsen your health. And this is especially important if you're over 60, when your metabolism, kidney function, and digestive system all become more sensitive to certain foods. Before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our health and longevity videos. And let me know in the comments, do you eat bananas daily? Have you ever felt bloated, sluggish, or off after eating one? I'd love to hear your experience or any questions you have about fruit and aging. Let's begin with a condition many seniors deal with: chronic kidney disease. Bananas are famous for being high in potassium. And while potassium is essential for heart health and nerve function, too much potassium can be dangerous for those with impaired kidney function. The kidneys are responsible for filtering excess potassium out of your blood. But when they're not working well, something that becomes more common with age, potassium can build up in the bloodstream. This condition, called hyperkalemia, can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, and even cardiac arrest in severe cases. If you've been told by your doctor to limit potassium, bananas should be on your caution list. One medium banana contains about 420 grams of potassium. That adds up quickly, especially if you're also eating other high-potassium foods like oranges, spinach, beans, or potatoes. So what can you do? First, if you have any stage of kidney dysfunction, talk to your doctor or dietitian about your potassium needs. You don't necessarily need to eliminate bananas, but you may need to limit them to a half banana a few times a week. And make sure you're not doubling up by putting them in smoothies with other high-potassium ingredients. Now let's move to the second condition, type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, which affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60 in the U.S. Bananas are naturally high in sugar, especially ripe ones. As bananas ripen, their starches convert to simple sugars, making them taste sweeter, but also raising their glycemic load. Eating a fully ripe banana on its own can spike blood sugar levels rapidly, especially if there's no protein or fat in the meal to slow the absorption. And for older adults who may already have reduced insulin sensitivity, that sugar spike can lead to fatigue, brain fog, cravings, and long-term damage to blood vessels and nerves. So, what's the solution? If you have prediabetes or diabetes, you don't need to give up bananas completely. But consider eating them before they're fully ripe, when they're still a bit green or firm. At this stage, the banana contains more resistant starch and less sugar, which helps stabilize blood sugar. Even better, pair bananas with a protein or healthy fat. Add half a banana to a Greek yogurt bowl, or slice it over almond butter toast. The added protein and fat help buffer the sugar and support more balanced glucose levels. The third condition is irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or any form of sensitive digestion. While bananas are often recommended as a gentle food, they're not always the best choice, especially for those with certain types of IBS. Ripe bananas are classified as a high FODMAP food. That means they contain fermentable sugars that can trigger bloating, gas, and discomfort in people with sensitive guts. For older adults whose gut motility is slowing down, or who've been on antibiotics or acid blockers that disrupted their microbiome, even a harmless banana can lead to digestive distress. And again, it depends on the ripeness. The riper the banana, the higher the sugar and FODMAP content. So if you have bloating, loose stools, or alternating constipation and diarrhea, bananas may not be as safe as you think. In fact, many low FODMAP food plans recommend avoiding ripe bananas during flare-ups. Instead, consider a green-tipped banana, or, better yet, try other low FODMAP fruits like kiwi, berries, or a small amount of citrus. These provide valuable nutrients without the same digestive strain. Now, I want to be clear. Bananas are not bad. They're whole, unprocessed, naturally packaged sources of nutrients. But for older adults with kidney issues, blood sugar problems, or digestive concerns, the context matters. It's not just what you eat, but how your body can handle it. That's why personalized nutrition becomes more important with age. What worked for you at 30 or 40 might not work the same way at 65 or 75. Your body is changing, and so should your approach to food. Let's start with preparation and ripeness. As bananas ripen, their starch converts into sugar. A bright yellow banana with brown speckles might be easier to digest in some ways, but it's also higher on the glycemic index. For seniors with blood sugar concerns, that could mean trouble. Instead of waiting for your banana to become fully ripe, try eating it when it's just turning yellow, or even when the peel still has a touch of green. This is when the banana contains more resistant starch, a type of fiber that your body digests more slowly. Resistant starch acts like a prebiotic, feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut and helping regulate blood sugar. It's also gentler for people with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. If you love bananas but have kidney concerns, portion size matters. One full banana contains about 420 milligrams of potassium. For someone with reduced kidney function, this can be too much. Instead, try eating just half a banana at a time and track your total potassium intake throughout the day. If you're also eating tomatoes, potatoes, or high-potassium leafy greens, it's easy to go overboard without realizing it. Bananas can also be diluted in a meal. For example, you might slice a few banana coins over a bowl of oats, mix a quarter of a banana into a smoothie with other lower potassium fruits like berries, or pair it with a rice cake and almond butter. These approaches allow you to enjoy the taste and texture of banana without overwhelming your system with too much potassium or sugar all at once. For those with sensitive digestion or IBS, preparation and pairing are key. Green bananas, or even plantains, are often better tolerated than fully ripe bananas. You can also cook banana slices lightly in a skillet or oven to break down some of the fibers and sugars that cause bloating. Cooking helps soften the starch and reduce the FODMAP load, which can make bananas easier on the gut. Another trick? Pair bananas with ginger or cinnamon. These two warming spices help support digestion and reduce post-meal bloating. A simple breakfast of oats, lightly sautéed banana, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and a dollop of plain yogurt can provide balanced nutrition without taxing your gut. Speaking of yogurt, combining bananas with a source of protein or fat is one of the best things you can do, especially if blood sugar is a concern. Adding protein slows down the absorption of sugars, while fat helps promote satiety and reduces cravings later in the day. Try these safe and satisfying banana-based combinations. Half a banana with Greek yogurt and a few walnuts. Banana slices, with unsweetened almond butter on whole grain toast. A small banana blended into a smoothie with spinach, flaxseed, and plant protein. Warm banana slices over steel-cut oats with a scoop of collagen peptides. These combinations give you steady energy, protect your blood vessels, and offer fiber, healthy fat, and antioxidants all in one. Now let's talk about timing. For older adults, when you eat bananas can be just as important as how much. Morning or early afternoon is usually best. That's when your metabolism is most active, and your body is better equipped to process natural sugars and carbohydrates. Eating bananas at night, especially alone or with other high-carb snacks, can interfere with sleep and cause blood sugar fluctuations. It might feel like a comforting bedtime snack, But if you're waking up frequently or feeling groggy in the morning, your evening banana might be to blame. Instead, enjoy bananas earlier in the day and always as part of a balanced meal. If you're someone who likes to start the day with fruit, banana can be a great choice. Just pair it wisely. Finally, let's touch on hydration and mineral balance. Because bananas are high in potassium, it's important to make sure your body also has adequate sodium, magnesium, and hydration levels. Potassium and sodium work in balance to support nerve signaling and heart rhythm. If you're low in sodium due to medications or dietary restrictions, even a normal banana could feel too intense for your body. Drink plenty of water and include a variety of fruits and vegetables in your diet, not just bananas. Balance is key. For every banana, consider also enjoying berries, pears, apples, or citrus fruits throughout the week. These have lower potassium levels and offer different nutrient profiles, helping you diversify your diet and reduce risk.